I went on the road, so it was definitely, everyone was ecstatic. It was a moment that I'll cherish for a while, for sure.
What was it like not really knowing what time you guys were going to get to the stadium and how long you'd have to warm up and sleep and all that?
It was a little frustrating, but Coach Petrino kept repeating, stay focused. There's still a task at hand that we need to take care of. And when we got to game time, it was like, it didn't matter.
How many hours of sleep did you get Friday night?
I was up till about 3. We boarded the plane till at 3, and on the plane, I'm a taller guy, so I woke up with the knees aching, but I probably got about 5 hours of sleep. I didn't really feel it till Sunday though.
Once you guys started the game, did you see any fatigue, or were you guys kind of playing maybe with more energy and maybe with a chip on your shoulder?
I think that we were playing real loose, like we had nothing to lose. We definitely weren't going to use that as an excuse going into that game, but we felt like, like high schoolers again, when you show up to the game in your pads ready to go. So it's kind of a good feeling.
What kind of confidence boost is that road win gave you guys heading into homecoming this week?
We knew that was going to be a big game for us. Both teams being 1-4, and that was a great confidence boost. I think everyone around here, attitude has been great since then. Not that it wasn't before, but with that win, I think that there's a lot more confidence with everybody on the team.
Make it a little easier to believe that you guys can get it done, especially in the fourth quarter when you do it like you guys did on Saturday. I
think that belief's always been there. I think it was just actually seeing it acted out in order for us to be able to really repeat that. So now that we see that we can, get that win in the fourth quarter, we got to repeat it again.
You guys have been 2-0 on homecoming with Coach Petrino. What do you guys think you do so well on the homecoming game year in and year out?
I think fans got a big thing to do with it. Dome is packed, a lot of energy, and we got a lot of guys returning to watch us. So we take a lot of pride in that. So I think that's where we stand with that.
It's going to be kind of nice to play a home game for the first time in about a month.
Yeah, it feels good. Like I said, we got a lot of the fans coming in just because it's homecoming, a lot of old teammates coming in. So there's a lot of pride in this game. And for people like me, from Idaho, we want to take care of business.
Did you grow up going to homecoming games here or football games here at all?
No, I can't say I did. But my senior year, during the recruiting process, I was at that game, and I do remember it because there was so much energy within the dome. It was so loud. So for my senior year in high school, when I knew I was going to Idaho, I knew that this was a big game. Ever since I got here.
Is there any adjusting you have to do when there's two QBs kind of coming in and out like that?
Not necessarily, just because we take so many reps. If one guy was getting a lot more reps during practice, then it'd be different. But I'm so used to going with Jake and Matt, it's almost natural.
All right, thanks, Deon.
Thanks, Deon.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Deon.